Archive entry, tape 04. Recovered from a sealed storage unit beneath an inactive logistics facility. Access level, restricted. Playback authorization, provisional. This recording was not catalogued as part of any registered expedition. No departure log exists, no return log exists. No personnel assignment matching the audio signatures was found in departmental records. The tape was located inside a reinforced container, mislabeled as structural waste. The casing carried a single handwritten note. Below, do not attempt mapping. The structure was identified during a routine infrastructure audit. At surface level, the facility appeared abandoned. No personnel present, no active systems, no listed sub-levels beyond standard maintenance depth. However, ground-penetrating scans indicated extensive anomalies beneath the foundation. Initial results were flagged as instrumentation error and reprocessed twice. The readings remained consistent. The scans suggested layered construction, not vertical, not radial, horizontal, as if the ground itself had been replaced with architecture. The service elevator in Shaft 3 functioned despite the absence of a documented power source. It descended past its registered limit, past the point where emergency protocols should have triggered a halt. They did not. Emergency override systems were confirmed inactive. Manual stop commands returned no response. No deviation from nominal motion was recorded during descent. At -600 meters, signal indicators failed. No alarm sounded. At -900 meters, the elevator slowed. At -1,200 meters, it stopped. The doors opened onto a corridor that did not correspond to any known blueprint. The walls were raw concrete, unmarked, unfinished. The air was breathable, cool, circulated. The corridor opened into an expanse too large to measure visually. Concrete pillars extended in every direction. Uniform. Numbered. The numbering sequence did not begin at 1. It began at 14,882. No documentation was found explaining the sequence. Lower indices were not located within accessible range. The numerical system did not correspond to any known construction standard. Overhead lighting was active, but uneven. Some sections were illuminated. Others receded into darkness without a visible boundary. There was no water present. Yet the space behaved as a submerged environment. Sound travelled slowly. Voices returned delayed. Movement felt resisted, as if the air itself possessed pressure without mass. The internal designation ocean of concrete was applied for reference purposes only. Mapping devices failed immediately. Global positioning systems, non-functional. Inertial navigation, inconsistent. Laser ranging returned variable distances for fixed targets. A straight walk of 50 meters registered as 72 on one device and 31 on another. Manual pacing was attempted as a control measure. Results did not align with instrumental readings. The discrepancy could not be resolved through recalibration. Markers were placed at regular intervals. Upon return, the markers remained present. The pillar numbering had changed. No member of the team reported moving them. Spatial alignment was recorded as non-static. Despite its scale, the complex was not inert. Ventilation systems operated continuously. Power conduits were embedded deep within the concrete mass. Occasional access hatches led to maintenance corridors too narrow for safe entry. Inside some, machinery was active. Motors turned. Pumps cycled. Systems responded to no visible input. No control rooms were located. No signage indicated purpose. The structure appeared to be maintaining itself. Further progression did not involve vertical movement, yet internal readings indicated increased depth. Pressure rose. Communications degraded. At a certain point, spoken words required conscious effort, as if articulation itself encountered resistance. Concrete surfaces displayed signs of repair. Cracks filled seamlessly. Structural faults corrected without intervention. The material was not aging. It was persisting. Playback reveals sections missing from the tape. The recording jumps forward without transition. Ambient sound continues. Speech is absent. In several segments, the team comments on structures that do not appear in the recovered footage. These inconsistencies were noted during post-recovery review. No explanation was entered into the record. In one instance, a voice states, "We've reached the end." The image shows no termination point, only more pillars. No residential zones were located, no storage areas, no transport systems. The complex was not a city, not a shelter, not a factory. It did not house anything. It did not produce anything. It existed to continue existing. When questioned during later analysis, no department provided an explanation for the structure's purpose. No funding trail was identified. No contractor records matched the scale. The final audible entry occurs without visible change in the environment. A voice states, "We are still walking." The time code indicates 16 hours of continuous movement. No fatigue is audible, no distress is reported, no decision to turn back is recorded, no further audio follows. The tape ends mid-step. Tape 4 was classified as non-reproducible. Further exploration was deemed unnecessary. The access shaft was backfilled and sealed during unrelated structural work. No follow-up expedition was authorized. The complex remains below registered infrastructure. Its current extent is unknown. End of recording, file closed.